20 years in the making, with over 100 patents, with tier 1 exchange listings on the horizon like Binance and OKX, a possible NASDAQ IPO listing in the next couple of years, 50 million users in their Web 2 version of the metaverse, and over $30 billion in-game transactions. 3 years of furthermore development and software implementation. This is the Otherverse, guys. That is Brian, and his company is the Otherverse. So, my name is Ken Jones. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be discussing the next 100x gem on the Solana chain called the Otherverse. The world's most advanced metaverse is now live. Public beta. So today we're going to be discussing this 100x gem, what it is, how far they've come, who the founder is, what my price prediction is, and some expert analysis on price prediction just dropped by the Beanstalk. All right, so let's get into this. What is it? What is the Otherverse? Let's have a quick look here. So the Otherverse has recently launched about, I don't know, roughly 6 to 8 weeks ago, with a current market capitalization of $9 million. All right, on launch it went up to $1.81, which was about a 20 million market cap. Let's just get rid of this first. There is a red mark here. This says the token is mintable, which is not a very good sign for most 99% of coins on Dex Screener and Dex Tools. However, let's just go over why this is. So the audit here is basically 100% awesome, but there is one flag here, which is the mintable aspect of it. Let me just clarify why this is not really an issue for this particular company. The initial supply, let me just show you here. The initial supply is 21 million. Homage to Bitcoin, as Brian would say. The total supply is 3 billion. All right. Now, all of these tokens are not going to be distributed, unlocked straight away. Okay, so the fully diluted valuation would be 1.29 billion. Okay, however, the mintable aspect side of things is because they are still in beta at the moment, and they need to work out all of the bugs, and they need to make sure that the in-game economy is working 100%. I believe the first 21 or 25 million people that get introduced to this metaverse will have the access to the 21 million, and then the next, I don't know, between 25 and 100 million, the more tokens will get released, because of obviously the more people that are in there, to sort of stabilize the price, I suppose, to a certain extent. So when this issue mintable is here, I can guarantee you, because I've researched the founder Brian with the interviews that he's done with the Beanstalk with these guys, and I will link all of these videos down in the description below. I'm going to show you a couple of clips from these videos in a second. However, if you are unsure of my explanation, feel free to go and watch this particular Bean Pod video, and he explains everything in here a lot better than I can. All right, so anyway, let's have a quick look at the website. So the did I get rid of it? Anyway, so it's here. The Xeon, they've partnered with Xeon. Okay, so now they've got their own browser, and you can access the Otherverse via the Xeon browser. So it's the Otherverse partnered with Xeon, which is why it's the UTHX token. So it's the Otherverse plus Xeon. So that's why the ticker is UTHX. It's free to download at the moment. It's free to play. I believe the way they're going to be making money in the future is by, like, for example, not a very good example, but roughly, ChatGPT charges $20 a month. Most software companies are charging $20 a month with a high volume of people using them. So in-game subscriptions to enter certain places, you have to pay like a minimum of $20 a month, I believe, something like that. All right. So the UTHX token are now available for purchase. If you go to the website, there's a couple of guides here via the Jupiter or Radium. So what is it? So just launched. Host free events if you are a musician, comedian, influencer, public speaker, or if you have any projects that wants a meetup or a podcast or a discussion. We have spots for you. So that's the first. So you've got content creators, musicians, comedians, anybody that's got an audience. So live performances, host live events, immersive venue, get paid. We're going to get onto the get paid things of things at the end of the video, so stick with me. If you are any sort of influencer, or if you want to bring in your friends or family, I can show you a way how to get paid by bringing people into the Otherverse. So live performances, we've got content production, we've got art and design. This can go from doing tattoos in the Otherverse to like costume design to art, you know what I'm saying, things like that. Meetings and conventions. So I'm going to pick up on a couple of things of this a bit later on. For example, gaming. Where's the gaming one? Gaming tournaments. So Ready Player One. Look at these images here, right? Gaming is a massive industry, right? And people attend football pitches, fill them up, and they watch people playing games and such forth, right? This could be held in the metaverse. Virtual events. I've started to play. I've ventured into the Otherverse. Downloaded the browser, and you can literally walk into different rooms and attend conferences or attend a game competition or things like that. Events. So I don't know. What I was going to say, Michael Jackson's dead. Sorry, Michael Jackson. Taylor Swift competition, concerts. Big musician concerts that are possibly getting held in America. If you're sitting in Afghanistan, or if you're sitting in Iceland and you can't get to the concert, you could be now get your your VR headset on and join all of these millions of people in the Otherverse. They have patents on things like motion sickness, and we'll go into that in a second. But these guys are on it. All right, let's just keep going before I waffle on too much. So business and development collaborations. So you could have business meetings in the Otherverse. You could be doing education. The online education system. Where did I put that? The online education system is currently worth like 50 billion. Is expected to reach 320 billion by 2032. So you could be hosting your own educational events in there, like seminars or whatever, or the entire seminar, and you get what I'm saying. So that's just that sector, which is the educational sector. All right. Right, so that's that one. Next tab. I've got loads of tabs here. I'm going to quickly go over them. Right, so the legacy, 17 years of experience in the metaverse. Let me just show you something quickly before we read this side of things. This was the Web 2 version of the Otherverse, I believe. Okay, so yeah, obviously you can tell it looks like GTA 1. This was like 17 years ago. And basically it's the same principle as what they have today, but we have now photorealistic avatars rather than just like sort of 3D rendered images. I mean, I found this clip, and this is what it sort of looks like 17 years ago. That's just them playing games. This is the sort of like in the metaverse, what it looks like. Anyway, that's like 17 years ago, right? So let's get rid of that in a second. And let's get rid of that. So this is what it would look like when you go to the Xeon browser. I've downloaded it myself, so it just say open. However, you would need to download it to enter into the Otherverse. I believe they're going to make this a lot easier and a lot faster, more like downloading an app rather than downloading a free hour software like I did and what Brian was talking about the other day. But that's basically what it looks like there. You have all the sovereigns there, and you'll have all of these things are coming, obviously. Where do we get to here? The legacy. So Otherverse pioneered the metaverse virtual world web with the launch of its first platform in 2005. Since then, Otherverse worlds have since serviced millions of users. And I'm going to explain to you why this is so much bigger than Sandbox and Decentraland in a second, because they outperform them both with just weddings in their Web2 metaverse. It's amazing. All right, so it says our patent technology is years ahead of the competition. It's so years ahead of the competition that they actually have a patent infringement law case against one of Epic Games, which I'll go over in a second. However, waffling on. So the 𝗪𝗔𝗓 patent family, the Otherverse owns and licensed patent portfolio known as the 𝗪𝗔𝗓 family. Comprised critical technology processes and methods necessary to operate the metaverse. In many ways, we are the founders of the metaverse, and we will be forever tied to the development and the prosperity of the metaverse. So I'm not going to go and read everything. I just wanted to read these highlights here. 17 years building and managing internet network and metaverse worlds, millions of users serviced, 32 billion VR transactions in the metaverse. In US dollar terms, the transaction account over $15 billion. So these guys know what they're doing. They've done it in Web2. Now they can see what the future is. They're visionaries, and now they're cryptocurrency and VR is literally the way forward these days. I'm not going to go into why it is, but if you're watching this channel, you know it is. All right. So ultimate user capabilities, massive multi-user online reality. Launched one of the first virtual currencies called Raise back in 2007. So yeah. Massively successful virtual economy, still in use 15 years later. Prestige NFTs with virtual goods, non-blockchain. Weddings, 7,847 full-blown weddings have taken place in the V2 Otherverse. All right. I've got lots to go through, so you can more than welcome to come back to this website and have a look. Basically, legendary facts. The visionary starts with a clean piece of paper and a reimagining the world. That's Brian there. Feel more in the, come and look. I'm not going to read everything. I've got lots to get through. We've gone through that one. So this is the white paper. I'm not going to go through all of this. I've got ChatGPT to basically break this down for me in a second. But basically, they've got the introduction, the Web3 new era, node licenses coming in at the end of this year or end of next year. I'm not quite sure. They've got a chain coming. They've got Gamify. They've got events, tickets, digital goods, vendor system, AI technology. So what does ChatGPT say about this? So I've inputted the white paper into ChatGPT. It said briefly summarize it, obviously because I have a YouTube channel, I can't read it all out. So the Otherverse business model, as outlined in the white paper, reflects comprehensive and ambitious approach to shaping the future of the metaverse. Here are some insights into the key elements. I'm not going to read it all, I'll just read the headlines. Established legacy and vision. With roots dating back to 2005, Otherverse has a long history in virtual world development. This legacy offers a strong foundation of technology infrastructure, including a portfolio, patents, and intellectual property essential for the metaverse. Innovative use of blockchain and AI. Diverse economic opportunities with the UTHX and the WUTHX token facilitates in-world transactions, offering rewards, creating an ecosystem where you can buy, sell, rent, and monetize virtual assets. Empowerment and entrepreneurs and content creators, strategic partnerships and community governance. In summary, the Otherverse strategy combines a robust technology stack, user-centric economy models, and decentralized governance. Its model positions it well within the rapid evolving metaverse spaces, especially as virtual worlds continue to expand. Now, this is the white paper, the light paper. It's on their website. Feel free to have a look at that. It's just a sort of condensed version of the white paper. Now, patents. This is why I believe in this company 100%, and I did tweet the other day saying that this is going to be the first. This company is going to make me the first millionaire in my family. So these guys have got over 90 patents, all right, all with regards to technology and the otherverse. I'm not going to go into them. I've got Perplexity to give me some insights on this. What did I say? How much does a typical patent cost for AI metaverse industry? All right, so I had to redo the question. I think I put it in twice. So there you go. All right, this is the second one. Basically, what did I say? I said estimate how much all of these patents are worth, just to prove to you that this is like a massively legit company and they're not here to rug pull. All right. Long story short, where has it gone? So total estimated costs. So this is probably a bare basics, and Brian, if you're watching this, you're probably going to laugh at me because they're probably worth a lot more. However, the total estimated cost of the otherverse patents portfolio could range from just over 2.5 million to just over 3 million. All right. Now these guys have spent like over $3 million dollars just on their patents to ensure that this project doesn't fail. Okay, I just thought I'd bring that to your attention. What's the next one here? So patents. Otherverse Gaming LLC filed a patent infringement lawsuit against Epic Games. Now, I'm just bringing this up to you because you need to know everything if you're going to invest in this company. And this is a bit of news that you need to know anyway. So, against Epic Games. On June the 11th, 2021, in the U.S. District Court for the Western District of Washington, the case number involves allegations that Epic Games infringed upon Otherverse's patent related to virtual environments and avatars. All right. Did I bring it up here? No, I don't know. Was it second question? There you go. Right. Epic Games' current valuation is $32 billion, right? As of November 2024, Epic Games is valued at approximately $32 billion, right? The current market capitalization of Otherverse is $9 million. So we've got a $9 million company fighting a $32 billion company, and he's more than happy. He's going to win the case, all right? Now, if this case goes with Otherverse, yeah, what do you think is going to happen to the price, and what do you think is going to be the precedent for other game companies out there trying to build metaverses? They're obviously going to have to go through the Otherverse because of their patents. They're going to have to license their patents. They're going to have to, you see what I'm saying? We're very early to this. Okay, let's move on. So yeah, that's Dex Screener. I've explained the mintable token, and it also says here, I like to look at Dex tools as well because they give different informations. I mean, it's all good apart from that one little thing, and I've explained what that is. Move on, next one. Right, got tokenomics here. Right, first of all, what I wanted to say is I wanted to give some people a bit of hopium here, right? So Brian Schister wanted to keep the there was a pre-sale for this coin. There was a pre-sale, and I was an investor 2-3 years ago. I found them through the Beanstalk with Shane and his mate. I forget his name. Anyway, so we sold it at 9 cents. All right. Recently, he announced that everybody that was involved in that IPO, IDO, initial date, no. Anyway, the pre-sale, yeah, we bought it at 9. So, for example, if you would have invested $1,800, he's gonna triple everybody's money, basically. So I worked it out earlier, it's 5,400, right? That's what my investment is, because they want to keep all the early people in the community. What the current price now is 42 cents. So let's just go with that a second. 42 cents. All right, so anybody that invested 1,800 quid 2 years ago is now up to 25 grand, all right, which is 36x already. Okay, I'm going to show you at the end very soon. I'm going to try and blast through all this. I've got a lot to say. Why this is going to go up to like a $2 million profit. Anybody that's got tokens right now can stake up to 90 days. This is literally like 4 or 5 days ago that this website's become live, probably 3 days ago. If you want to stake your tokens for 90 days, you can do on a 7% APR, 180 days, 8%, 2 years, 18%. I believe people that get airdropped their first lot of tokens, if you didn't sell them like I did, big mistake. I've got my second lot of tokens now, and I've staked them. I'm not selling any more tokens after doing more research. You would get an extra 2% on all of these. So if you didn't sell your first lot of airdropped, you'd be on 9%. If you didn't sell your first lot for 180 days, you'd be on like 10%. I should have brought that slide up, but I forgot. However, I'm just bringing this to your attention that there is staking available for the 𝗬𝗥𝗘 token. Just funny, I came across this show the other day. I wasn't actually watching it, but the kids had the telly on, and then this came on after. This guy, Money Lewis, right? He's a very, very watched figure in the UK. Basically, he's saying the CPI inflation has gone right down now. So basically what that means is going to start printing more money, which then basically means that you can get a higher percentage rate on your premium bonds or your savings account. All right. There's a video here, and I just wanted to go here, press pause, and show you this, right? The banking system, right? They've only just literally gone from like 0.5% to 1%, and now they've like, these are the best savings in the world. All right, you got 7%, and these are all fixed. Like, you literally can't take any money out for 1 year. You know, I don't know really what I'm trying to say here. However, what I'm trying to say is decentralized finance is a better place to put your money. It's very risky, yes. However, people in the real world are getting between 5 and 7% on their money. Whereas if you used to buy the 𝗬𝗥𝗘 token and stake it for 2 years, say you put a £10,000 in, and you bought £10,000 worth of tokens, staked them for 2 years, you'd be on an 18% APR. Or 1 year staking, you'd be on 10% APR. So this is better than all of the banks out there on all of their deals. Just thought I'd bring that to your attention, just because I saw it the other day. And now let's get into this. The Sandbox, one of the best, not Decentraland, one of the best, not last cycle, right? This guy, Mana, hit like 6 or 7, I say, look, just under $7 billion market capitalization. This guy hit nearly the same, and these two projects, because of the hype and the non otherverse in the last bull cycle, but it's coming out this cycle, right? What I'm trying to say here is, last cycle, these were two of the biggest sort of metaverse projects out there, gaming/metaverse projects out there, and they hit like a $7 billion valuation. Neo Tokyo, Alex Becker has got his own sort of, I wouldn't call it an otherverse, I'd call it a metaverse. Alex Becker and Elio Trades have got this in-game metaverse. Superverse, imposters, like, this is the only explanation I could explain of how, like, basically what I'm trying to say here. Neo Tokyo price is like $4 a token. The NFTs just to enter the world are like between 2 and 10 grand just for one NFT to enter this community. All right, these guys are serious. They have got the best developers, they've got the best founders, the best VCs. Like, if you have money and you want to make more money, basically the next best thing to going into a metaverse is this. Now, I'm not shilling Neo Tokyo, but what I'm trying to say is, like, this is very similar to the other verse, but these guys are all about just making money and crypto. The other verse is the new layer of the metaverse, which is going to incorporate everything. All right, so let's go back to Perplexity. What are the top 10 business, social and business metaverses currently? So we got Meta, formerly Facebook. We've got Roblox, Decentraland, Sandbox, VRChat. In the business world, we've got Microsoft Mesh, NVIDIA, Omniverse, Spatial, Variable, Alt Space VR. Right, so like, I want you to listen to this a second.
We've already seen rumors come out about a potential Apple virtual or augmented reality device launching in 2023. And when Apple does something, the world takes notice. So what happened to spur the metaverse altcoin run of 2022? Facebook changed their name to Meta. So as soon as something like that happens, when a big tech giant makes a move into a sector, it can light an entire altcoin sector on fire. So what I'm looking for is continued rumors and potential release of the Apple VR AR device. But other headlines that I've seen coming out are companies like Google, Microsoft, Zoom. They're all starting to discuss and potentially integrate their like collaboration work softwares, like, you know, video chats and audio and rooms and stuff into the metaverse. So we're gonna continue to see the adoption of the corporate metaverse, and I think that's going to be a huge driver of the metaverse as well.
So that's the clip from the Beanstalk. And so, business, retail, and development. Let's have a quick look. Right, this is the Ready Player One. This is what the other verse are like. Literally, if you've ever seen this film, this is what the other verse are like, nearly completed. Right. Let's have a quick look. The gaming industry is worth what? $249 billion. Right. If the other verse could incorporate tournaments and basically gaming tournaments in the other verse for allowing global audience, rather than just like I give you an example earlier of like a gaming tournament, people in a football stadium, like 100,000 people. But if they were in the other verse, everybody, you could have like millions, probably 1 or 2 billion. I don't know how many people are in gaming, whatever. But you see what I'm trying to say, right? So next one, look this. So instead of people are going to this like football stadium in America or wherever, they could literally go into the other verse and watch these guys, sit next to these guys, or sit in a big all-togetherness. Like, you see what I'm saying? Creating in-house economy, people giving tips, people buying this, people buying merch, people buying whatever, new PCs, new games, whatever. They'll all be generating fees via the UTHX token. All right. What's the next one? Shopping industry, right? The retail industry is worth the global retail sales estimated to be $28 trillion. That's with a T, yeah? $28 trillion industry. Now, do you think the other verse could capture at least 1 to 10% of all of those sales inside the other verse? See where I'm going? This is a big build up for the end. I'm going to show you my prediction for the next 12 months. Right, what we got here? Adult entertainment, like Playboy, for example. And the global adult entertainment market size was USD 54 billion. All right, what's it saying? I can't read. I'm so excited here. The market is projected to touch 101 billion in 2032. All right. What's the next one? How much does an average wedding cost? Right, so the average wedding costs 20 grand. Do you think that the costs are going to reduce massively if you could have your wedding in the other verse? Digital casino. The global online gambling market size is valued at 63 billion in 2022. Expected compound growth with rates of 11%. You see what I'm saying? Just got 2 more here. What's the next one? Weddings, done that. Online education market worth billions. Do you think people, instead of like sitting and right, you get my drift, yeah? However, one thing I did notice is this: Roblox built an in-house LLM adds real-time AI translation to the metaverse. Now, LLMs are not exclusive to Roblox. All right, I can get ChatGPT and give it a couple of prompts, and the Otherverse could literally have a global audience in multi-translation in real time. All right, now that literally the Otherverse could be global, and it could be literally, basically, we could all be speaking English in a terms, if you know what I mean. We could all understand each other, because you'd have a little sidebar, like I'm talking to my Chinese compadre, and it's coming out in Chinese on his side, and then he's talking Chinese to me, and it's coming out in English on my side. You see what I'm saying? What's next? Right. So, if anybody wanted to make money with the Otherverse, apart from buying their token, you could just refer them. Okay? If you want your friends to come in and see, or if you want your mum and dad to come and see, or if you know a business that wants to do business in the Otherverse, they've got an affiliate program. How do you get to it? Right. So, this is the Otherverse website. What you do is go to the Otherverse website, come down here, click on affiliates, brings you to that link. Sign up, start referring people, make some money. The IDO, I did say this at the start, the IPO listing, they had to get some initial investors. It says 200,000 here, but they said they was going to allow up to 1.2 million. This is so it didn't look like Peter was a one-man band setting up a multi-billion-dollar company. They just had to do that, and there's the proof. What else have we got? Yeah, so as of blah blah blah, the initial public offering in the Nasdaq exchange companies strategic included 1.2 million equity crowdfunding, launched October. There's proof of that. $1 trillion opportunity. I should have brought this bit up at the start, I forgot. So in February 2022, JP Chase released a report, Opportunities in the Metaverse, projecting that the metaverse could become a $1 trillion annual revenue opportunity. If that doesn't like secure your spot in going to buy, not financial advice by the way, but go and buy some UTHX tokens, guys. I'm telling you now. What have I got here? Tell me the difference between the use of the Decentraland and the blah blah blah. So Decentraland and the Otherverse, prominent metaverse. Blah, 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 blah. All right, yeah. So, believe it or not, right? The where are we? This is why I was going to show you. I forgot. Mana, decentralized, right? And Decentraland and the Sandbox. Literally, daily active users are approximately 8,000 for Decentraland, 39,000 for the Sandbox. User base historically, Otherverse Legacies World have hosted millions of users. Yeah, millions of users, which means lots of people spending money, which means the commissions and the money from the token goes up. You get up, you refer people, you get more money. Millions of users compared to 39,000 and 8,000. Ridiculous. And their market cap was nearly 7 billion at the end of last cycle. What have we got here? Oh yeah, that's just my research. Nothing to do with this video. I just wanted to I'm gonna finish on this. This is the price prediction from the Beanstalk. Listen to this and I'll see you on the next one.
In Otherverse. So this is a really interesting one, and I think this is one that bears some interesting comparisons and valuations. So at the start of the episode, I talked about Decentraland, right? Mana, absolute trash metaverse project.
Yeah, worse.
That got to a $10 billion market cap last cycle. Now, I will say with a caveat that metaverse was quite hot around that time. Like 2021, metaverse was one of the top narratives along with like Plato and stuff like that. Metaverse hype has died off a lot. But when you see Otherverse, when you actually look at this platform, it is 1,000 times better than Decentraland.
Yeah.
This has been in development for over a decade from some of the godfathers of the internet. There's real people on there, real platforms. They've got all the patents to make this not only the best metaverse, but like SocialFi, events, concerts, like everything. The next generation of the internet is what they're building, right? And the current market cap is under 20 million, right? It's crazy. Now, again, this is one of those ones with a large, fully diluted valuation because a small amount of tokens are in circulation, but that is because the UTHX token is integral to the game economy or the metaverse economy. It's the in-game currency, so it's slowly released over time to, you know, actually fund the world. So again, it's not like there's just all these tokens unlocking to VCs to dump on you. So it's a bit of an interesting valuation. You don't get scared off by the fully diluted. But for me, when I see a market cap so small, and the platform so legit, and Brian has built, they had multi-billion dollars transactions going through the Web 2 version of Otherverse with like weddings and events and concerts alone. Honestly, I don't think it's going to get to 10 billion this cycle unless Metaverse and SocialFi really start to trend. But I'm going to set my targets at similar to like Block Asset and Axon DAO. I think 50 to 100x, $1 to $2 billion market cap for Otherverse this cycle. I think when they get their stuff going, it's going to be unstoppable.
Yeah, I'm looking at a 40x, which would put it around $39. I see JP Morgan, Citibank, all these big banks saying that the metaverse is the next $1 trillion opportunity. Okay, well, if it's the next $1 trillion opportunity, who holds the patents to everything metaverse related? The Otherverse does. They hold over 100 different patents. Look what's happening with Epic Games. This little tiny market cap company in the Otherverse is taking down Epic Games because of patent infringement. So to me, that just says all other metaverses that try to do anything in this space are going to have to go through the Otherverse's technology. They're going to have to. Like you said, they did over they had 38 billion transactions worth $15 billion in US dollars in their Otherverse Classic. They had 50 million users in Otherverse Classic. There's only 2,000 holders right now. So at some point, these 50 million Otherverse Classic users are going to end up coming over and becoming holders of the UTHX token. I think this is an easy, like I said, 40x, bring it to $40.
For sure. Yeah, this is an absolute gem. All right, so we've got two more.
Okay, so that's it, guys. That's all I got for today. It's taken me like a week to make that video. I hope you got some information out of it. If you didn't understand all of it, go back and watch it again. If you've got any comments for me, let me know down below. Just comment any questions you've got. Comment if you have any other projects that you think might be worth investigating that possibly have 100x. I can guarantee you, no, I can't guarantee you. I'm very certain that this is the next 100x coin. I actually think, let's just go here. What did he say? $40? Right. So anybody invested like $2,000 2 years ago is sitting on millions. And that's expert evaluation from these guys, and they rarely get it wrong. So I've been Ken Jones. You've been awesome. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.